Kristen from Premier Fitness here. Today we'll be doing a chest workout. Before we get started, you're going to need a little bit of equipment. So whatever weight you can find in your house. For me, I've got a jug of water. You could use laundry detergent maybe, something along those lines. Something with a handle would be best. Of course, if you have dumbbells, go ahead and use those. Let me show you the workouts, the exercise that you'll need the weight for, so you can determine what you need to grab. So it's going to be a press, just like this. Hold it between your hands and you'll press out. We're going to be doing some flies, just like this, and then some overhead tricep extensions. So just something you can hold on to. Do that, or you can do single arm. So just whatever weight for that. And today's workout is going to be 5 different exercises. We'll have rest in between, of course, so don't worry about that. We're going to get into our warm-ups. I'm going to show you some push-up variations because this does include push-ups. So if you're unable to do a push-up, you'll still be able to do this exercise. So let's get right into the warm-up. I'll show you those variations and then we'll start the workout. All right, so wide arm rotations if you can. If you can't, just go as wide as you're able to. You can start backwards or forward, doesn't matter. And if you feel it better, you can do individual arm. So when I do individual arm, I like to do it a few times going one way, and then switch and go the other way, and then do the same thing on my opposite arm. All right, now switch arms. When you do them like this, you could stay completely stationary like that, or you could move your shoulder back a little bit, kind of turn with it if you need to. And switch directions. All right, now our next warm-up stretch is going to be kind of like a press motion with your arms wide open, your arms straight out the side, palms facing out. Just bring your hands together and kind of squeeze when you come in. Do this a few times. You'll also feel it in your back when you come back like this. So you'll feel it in your back when you come back and just squeeze at the end of this motion right here. All right, our next stretch will be a chest opening stretch. So bring your arms up over your head. Just relax your hands to the back of your head. Don't be pushing on it, no pressure on it. Have your arms out like this, and you're just gonna bring your elbows back. Push your elbows back, and really feel it opening your chest right here. So you'll see like this. This is about where my arms naturally stop, and then I bring my elbows back more. And kind of put a little bit of motion into this. Keep it dynamic. So stretch back, and loosen back up. If you feel like you need to loosen up a little more, you can do some more arm rotations. Make sure when you're doing these, you're not just flailing your arms about. Keep it nice and controlled. Wide circles if you can. All right, we got one more warm-up. And then I'll show you those variations and we'll get into the workout. So an overhead tricep stretch. We're gonna keep more movement into it. Don't wanna have too many static stretches before our workout. So you're gonna bring your arm up, put the hand, we'll start with our right arm. So your right arm's up, left hand is on your right elbow, and just pull back lightly, don't force it back. And then arms nice and loose. Bring your left arm back this time, right hand on your left elbow, pull back on it, just nice and gentle, arms nice and loose, and repeat that once more. All right, now we're gonna do one more stretch actually. Nice and quick, I like these two together, so cross body arm stretch. The arm you're stretching will come straight across your body. Your other arm will pull it back, the other hand. Just like that. Don't force it back too much. This is where it naturally stops. Pull it back just a little bit further. All right. Now I'm going to show you some push-up variations that you can do for this workout if you're unable to do regular push-ups. So these are just regular push-ups, just like this. If those are too difficult for you, or you get tired during the workout, you can do kneeling push-ups, which are quite similar. So you rest on your knees and be pivoting off your knees as opposed to off your feet. Arms, hands in the same placement. Come down to the same point as regular push-ups. Make sure you're keeping that back straight. Don't be moving with your back. So just like that, hands out like that. And remember, you want to come down so your arm breaks 90, a nice right angle. So just like this, and back up. Now if kneeling push-ups are still too difficult or you get too tired and you can't do them by the end of this workout, you could do incline push-ups. So when I do those at home, if I have stairs, I like to use those. Sometimes I use the couch. And it's basically just like regular push-ups, but you would be leaning on that surface, so you're going to be at more of an angle. Now, if you don't have a place to do incline push-ups, or those are still too difficult, you could use a wall. So you would just be leaning against the wall, both hands on the wall, do push-ups. Put your feet out a good distance away from the wall, and you might need to bring your hands down. You can play around with it, see what feels good for you. Everyone at different heights will have different placement where they need to be. So now that I showed you those variations, we're going to get into the workout. It's going to be a timed workout today. So I've got that timer on my phone. If you hear any beeps, it's just our workout. It'll give a countdown of 3 beeps in the last 3 seconds of the workout, the exercise, before we switch to the next thing. Take a sip of water if you need to. Catch your breath. Now we're going to do push-ups, the press, and the chest flies. We're going to repeat those 3 exercises 6 times. There will be a rest in between. Then we're going to have another rest, and we're going to do tricep dips on the floor and overhead tricep extensions. So let's get started. First, we'll be having push-ups. So whatever variation you need to do, and I'll be doing different variations as well. All right, and let's get started. All right, so kneeling push-ups, just like this, and just do as many as you can during this time. We'll have 30 seconds for push-ups. So if you only do 5, that's fine. If you do 30, that's good too. Go at your own pace. Try to work out through the whole time frame. Okay. So now we're moving to the press. Grab that weight. So you're going to have the weight centered to your chest about. Fingertips facing out. Start with the weight touching your chest, and then push out and squeeze when you push out. Bring it in and push out. Breathe out when you push the weight out, and breathe in as you're bringing it back towards you. Try to keep your neck relaxed. All right, now for chest flies, we'll have 20 seconds on each arm. Start with your right arm. Have the arm bent. Keep the bend in your arm. You're just going to bring it up. Right, so the weight's about shoulder level. And feel it in this muscle right here. Hold it for a second at the top if you're able to. Get ready to switch arms. Keep that bend in your arm. Bring it up right to about shoulder level. Tense that muscle right there. Hold it for a second if you can. All right, and that's our 35-second rest. I know it moved a little quick. I'll keep walking us through it as we go. Drink water if you need to. Sit down. You can do any of those warm-up stretches during this rest time if you need. Now, if you can't perform the exercise throughout the whole time frame, you can rest a little more if you need to. So say you get tired during the push-ups, you can rest and try to do more before we switch exercises. But do try to keep going through the whole time frame. All right, back into push-ups. So like I was saying, say you're doing kneeling push-ups, and you do 5, and you're feeling tired, you can rest for a second and start again. If you're doing regular push-ups, you could rest by holding up like this. Try to rest like that first, and if that's not enough, you can rest on your knee. All right, time for those presses. Hold your weight, fingertips facing out. Squeeze when you push the weight out, and breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Turn to the side so you can see how my arms are moving. Not angling down, not angling up, just level, parallel to the floor. Try not to bend your back too much. Keep your back just a natural arc. All right, chest flies on our right arm now. Bend that arm, bring it up, try to hold it for a second, and then repeat. Now, try not to move too fast through these exercises, just so you get a lot of reps in that time frame. You still want to have proper form and be able to control the movement. All right, let's switch to your left arm. Bend that arm, bring it up. And the arm that you're not working doesn't have to stay across you like this. It can stay down at your side, wherever you want, whatever's comfortable to you. Almost to our next rest. All right. Relax however you need to. 4 more rounds to go of these 3 workouts, these 3 exercises. Stretch if you need to. I find that loosening up your arms, just nice light stretching dynamic helps a lot. All right, a couple more seconds, get ready for push-ups. All right, you start your push-ups. Now, if you can't go down quite that far with your push-ups, do try your best, of course. But if you're unable to break 90 like that, that's fine. You can build up to doing that eventually. Just do your best for now. Like I said, if you need to rest, go with that. And as you move through this workout, maybe you did start with regular push-ups. You could switch to kneeling as we go. Let's get to the chest press now. Push that weight out, back in. Control the movement. Tense your muscles when you push out. Squeeze together. Keep going. About 10 more seconds, and then we got the flies, and then we got another rest. All right. Start with your right arm. Now. How you may find it helpful if you bend your arm a little bit more. Remember to try to hold it just briefly at the top of the movement. All right, now switch arms. Now notice how when it comes time to switch arms, I'm not just dropping the weight suddenly and switching arms. Still bring it down nice and slow. Don't just let it drop. All right, another rest. Take some deep breaths if you need to. We're halfway through these workouts. 20 more seconds of our rest. All right. 10 more seconds, so get ready for those push-ups, whatever variation you need to do. All right. And start. Now, if you find that doing a lot of push-ups hurt your wrist, you can try switching the variation you're doing. Or maybe if you do have access to dumbbells at home, I find that holding onto the dumbbells helps because your hand is like this instead of putting so much pressure on your wrist. It can be a lot more gentle for you. All right, time to start the presses. Remember to have your fingertips facing out. Kind of push on the object between your hands to hold it there. Almost done. All right. Start with your right arm. Bend the arm. Bring it up. Hold briefly. Let down nice and slow. The great thing about these timed workouts is you don't have to keep exact pace with me. Just do whatever you can in the time frame. Get ready to switch arms. And let down nice and slow. Switch arms. Remember to breathe through these movements. Try not to be holding your breath. Almost done with this round, so keep going. All right. About 25 seconds of rest left. You can just relax. Listen to your music if you've got some playing. Stretch it out if you need to. All right. 10 more seconds. Only a couple rounds left, and then we'll have a bit of a break, and then we'll start the last two exercises. All right, let's get ready for those push-ups. So say you need to do the kneeling now. It's better to switch to an easier variation than it is to do a difficult one with poor form. So say that by this point your back is sagging down, or you just don't feel like you're doing these properly, you're not going down far enough, it's easier to switch, better for you, to switch to an easier variation, such as kneeling, or incline, or on the wall. Let's get into these chest presses. Remember, squeeze when you push out. Breathe out, and in, out, and in. And try not to breathe out once you've already pushed the weight out. Try to breathe out as you're moving through the movement. All right, get ready for those chest flies, starting with the right arm. Bend that arm, bring it up, hold briefly, let down slow. Remember to stand naturally, nice and steady. You don't have to be pushing forward or backwards too much, just that natural arc in your back. Switch to your left arm now. All right, coming up to a rest. All right. One more round to go. About 20 seconds left for this rest. You can stretch whatever you need to do. Get ready for those push-ups, they're coming up. All right, 5 seconds. Ready to start those push-ups? All right. And notice I'm going pretty slow with my push-ups. I'm not going too fast because then I'm not able to make sure I'm breaking 90, not controlling the movement enough. All right, ready for those chest presses. Grab that weight. Deep breath and push out. If you feel your weight slipping, you need to adjust. Of course, go ahead and do that. Don't feel like you have to keep moving and let that weight slip out of your hands. 10 more seconds. All right, you got this. We're almost done. Get ready for those chest flies. Start with that right arm. Go. Breathe out. Then you come up with the weight. Try to control that movement. Get ready to switch to your left hand. All right. Okay. Last 10 seconds of this. Then we get a break, so really push yourself. Keep going. Don't stop just yet. All right. Now we got to rest. And we're going to move into 3 rounds of 2 tricep workouts. And we'll go into a cool down and we're done. All right. So while you looks like we lost connection there for a second. So you keep resting. I'll show you those tricep workouts we'll be doing. So you're going to sit on the floor for the first one. It's going to be tricep dips on the floor. So your heels, your butt, and your hands will all have contact with the floor right now. Fingertips will be facing your body. Now you don't want them too far away. You don't want them too close either. Right about here, you're going to lift up off the floor. You're going to bend your elbows and move with your arms. Try not to be moving with your body. Try not to lock your arms out at the top of the movement. If that's too difficult, you could just kind of pulse instead of such a wide range of motion. You could take longer rest. Now, real quick, let me show you the other tricep workout we'll be doing. So you're going to get your weight overhead. It might take a second longer for you to adjust. I'm holding mine kind of like this hand and then that one. You're going to bring it up over your head. Your arms just about extended, not fully extended. Don't lock them out. You're going to let down nice and slow and push back up. Just like that. All right? So let's get into that workout. Okay? Get ready to start those tricep dips on the floor. Bring this close with me. We're doing this for 30 seconds. So lift off the floor, bend your arms, and push up. Remember not to lock your arms out at the top of the movement. Don't move with your body. Let your arms do the moving. You'll notice you kind of pivot on your hand like this. Your fingers may not be entirely in contact with the floor the whole time. Now, overhead tricep extensions. Don't stress about getting the weight positioned properly too quickly. Take your time. Breathe out when you push up. All right, and a 30-second rest. Only got to do that 2 more times, and then we got to cool down and we're all done. Take a drink of your water, stretch however you need to. This can be a good stretch during this. Doing those tricep dips on the floor will also hit your shoulders just a little bit. You may feel it in your abs a little bit as well as you're holding yourself up off the floor. Get ready to start those. Fingertips facing your body. Lift off the floor. Bend your elbows. Push with your arms. Don't be moving with your body too much. It can be a little bit difficult to get the hang of. Try to keep your neck relaxed. Don't strain back or forward too much. Now, like I said, if that's too difficult, you can kind of just, don't raise your body up so much, and kind of just pulse in a lower range of motion. All right, grab that weight. Get it up over your head. And perform those tricep extensions. Control the movement. All right. This is our last rest. We only got to do these 2 exercises 1 more time and you're all done. Really push yourself. Don't rest too long if you can help it. Of course, never push yourself to injury. All right, get ready for those tricep dips on the floor. 5 seconds. Ready to start. And go. Lift up. Remember not to lock your arms out. Breathe out when you push up. All right. Now, last set right here. That weight overhead. Overhead tricep extensions. Let's go. Almost done. Try your best not to stop. You gotta keep that, just stand naturally. Nice and strong. Almost done. All right. That's it. So let's get some cool down touches in. Drink your water real quick if you need to. All right. So let's start with some arm rotations real quick. Just loosen up. Backwards, forwards, doesn't matter. You can do small circles if you like. Make sure that's off. All right. All right. You can do individual arm if you'd like to. Next, we're going to be doing that overhead tricep stretch again. We're going to hold it for longer this time though, because it's the end of our workout. So we're going to stretch our right arm first, arm overhead, bend that right arm, left hand, grab that right elbow, and gently pull it back. So this is naturally where it stops. I pull it back just nice and gently. Feel that stretch? You're going to have to move your head forward a little bit to make room for your arms, but don't strain it forward too much. All right, nice and loose. Let your arms down. I'm going to repeat that with the left arm now. So bend that left arm, grab your right hand, and just gently pull on it. Nice deep stretch, neck relaxed. Hold that for just a couple more seconds. Try to breathe like normal. Loosen your arms. And let's do that one more time on each arm. So right arm up overhead. Hold that. right, and now left arm. Now you'll notice I like to bring my arms down to my sides in between. Just helps to loosen up your arms real quick before going straight into the other arm to stretch it out. All right. Now let's do some cross-body arm stretches. So I start with my right arm, bring it over, pull it back just a little bit. So now hold it there, just a few seconds. Nice and loose, and do the left side now. Just pull back with the right arm. Hold it for just a few seconds. And loose again. Now once again, we'll repeat that on each arm. Remember to keep breathing. All right, now left arm. Now we're going to do the chest opening stretch. So you're going to put your arms on the back of your head. Don't be forcing on it, just rest them there. And you're going to put your elbows, push your elbows back. So this is where mine naturally stop. Push your elbows back, really feel the stretch in here. Try to hold it for a few seconds if you can. You can relax. And then repeat. Remember to keep breathing. And relax and repeat one more time. Deep breaths if you need to. Arms up, elbows back. Try not to strain your neck while you're doing this. Keep your neck nice and relaxed. We're stretching out your chest here. All right. Now we're going to do that one that's like a press. With your arms straight out, hands together. Don't worry too much about tensing those muscles this time. Just kind of loosen up. Almost like a bird flying. All right. Loosen up however you need to, if you need to. Drink your water and relax. That's the end of our workout. Thanks for watching.